Welcome to the Unsexy Businessmen podcast, an emergency podcast because the NFL has officially gone out of business. They're no longer in business, no longer a multi-billion-dollar company, and this is all because of last night's halftime performance by one Bad Bunny. So I guess all of those people leaning conservative were correct by making this decision. It does look like Kid Rock is now a multi-billionaire, and he never has to work another day in his life. And Bad Bunny, sorry, you no longer have a job in the NFL. Guess we won't be watching football games anymore.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. I can't believe the impact that halftime show had. Like, this is why we talk business stuff, man. Like, you got to make really good sound decisions, and the NFL didn't, and now it's bankrupt. It's crazy. Like, we all saw this coming. We all saw it coming. All right.
Like, I don't get, like, this is like the thing that I love. Like, it would be very easy for us to continue going down this vein where it's just like, blah, 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 blah. But I would just want to share my experience with it really, really quick. I think the best part of Bad Bunny playing, if I can just be, is the nostalgia that I was able to have. Someone bringing up Kid Rock as an alternative choice for the halftime show. A halftime show that I haven't watched in years. Like, people talk about the Janet Jackson event. I know I was watching the Super Bowl. I don't remember it at all. And I would have been like 12 or 13, like perfect age for something like that. So I assume I just have never enjoyed it. But people bringing up Kid Rock, I think he does the Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. And that was like the song at our school for high school dances. So it's nice being able to like think about those memories.
I do have to tell you, Alex, that is not a Kid Rock song.
Who does Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy?
It is Little Big John. The only reason I even know this is because they came to our
Big and Rich.
city.
Big and Rich.
Yeah. Big something. I don't know country music. I went with my wife to this concert, and that was like the main song they played. Is the only reason I know this. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Kid Rock.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for listening. Well, okay. So the real point of talking about this is like the controversy was so huge, which to your point, like I never really care about halftime shows. It's not that big of a deal. Like, do we have to politicize everything? Do I like Bad Bunny? No, I've never listened to one song that he's ever put out. But you want to know what? I've never listened to any Kendrick Lamar songs. I haven't really listened to very many Taylor Swift songs.
Beyonce.
Like, there's tons of
everyone's going to be coming after us now.
Yeah, there's tons of artists out there that I don't listen to. It's not I'm not their demographic, which is fine. And that was I think that was my whole point of like this Bad Bunny thing. Like, it was interesting. So I had a Super Bowl party, and we had one of my buddy is Mexican and loves Bad Bunny, was pumped that he was going to be there. I have another friend, that another couple that came over, not fans of Bad Bunny. And he was just interested to see the complete like opposite reactions that people were having. Like my buddy was having a great time who liked Bad Bunny. The other people that didn't like Bad Bunny were not having a great time. But my point is always like, I don't think I really ever have a great time during the halftime, except for the Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem was the greatest. I'm going to say this, the greatest halftime of all time. Why? Because it was for me. Because it was for my demographic. It was that's what I listened to growing up. When I was in high school, that was my jam. So I loved that halftime show. Other than that, I can't think of another. I don't even know the other halftime shows. Like, I don't even know which ones they were. Like, did Taylor Swift ever do one? I don't know.
I actually don't know. I thought she did. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's because she's constantly on the Jumbotron. So we probably just, our memories are horrible. And just like, yeah, at some point she was like, nope, it was just showing her in the VIP booth or the owner's booth. And
Taylor Swift has not performed at the Super Bowl. But honestly, if someone's like, hey, I'll give you $1,000 if you can say yes or no, I would say yes. I'd be like, yeah, she definitely has.
I totally thought she would have. She's got too much money. I guess Beyonce has a lot of money too, but it's just one of those things where I had to explain this to people at the party, I was like, dude, the NFL, I don't think people understand. Like, the NFL's doing this because the NFL wants to go as global as possible. They already are a multi-billion-dollar company. They're not doing this for their current fans. They're doing this so they can build up their brand even more. Like any good business is going to do. And of course, it has to get politicized, like every fucking thing does nowadays. It was like, this is all about like anti-ice stuff and whatever. Like, that's another topic we could talk about some other day. But it's just like, that's why the NFL did it. It's that simple. Constructive criticism that I would have liked to be able to do, or that I would like to say, is like, if they could have done like English subtitles for people that like, I'm interested in. Both you and I, Alex, have spent a large majority of time in Latin countries, and so we both speak Spanish fluently. I couldn't understand anything he was saying, and I was, you get all the great information, Reddit. There was a lot of people who were posting like, dude, I'm from Puerto Rico and I couldn't understand half the stuff he was saying either. But if they would have just had subtitles, so you could kind of, because I believe a lot of the stuff he was saying and singing about was like his upbringing, which is cool. Like, I think that's a cool thing to learn about people's upbringing and what they were doing, and how they got to where they're at, and they're proud of where they came from. That's great. But that I think that would be my only criticism, is it would have been nice to like know what he was saying.
Yeah, my only criticism is I've never cared. So like I'm gonna like, it's kind of like the way that Aaron like framed that was like super super kind. Was like, I like learning about people's upbringing. I'd like to know. It's like, I don't care. It could have been anybody performing, and I would not have like, I go back to, for me, and I think Aaron said it perfectly. Like, I like the one that had Dr. Dre and Eminem, because that was for you. Like, if they were like making one for me, you want to know who would want to watch it? No one would want to watch it, because it would be like, so who's this Irish singer doing an acoustic song? And he seems
Damien
incredibly,
Rice.
incredibly depressed. Like, why are we doing this? This guy from Ireland, by the way, like, hey, at least there's been football games in Ireland, right? Like this
Hey,
year just happened.
Talk to
But
Goodell, man.
my whole thing, and like going back to like, let's politicize this. I have no idea what you were talking about when you're did people think this was an anti-ice? Bad Bunny
Yes.
was selected way before anti-ice stuff, and before it got to the peak that we're at right now. And like, also, this is the NFL, who literally got rid of Colin Kaepernick for kneeling. Like, I don't think this was at all the NFL is not in the business of politics. The NFL is in the business of making roughly $25 billion a year. And guess what they want to do? Just like Ariel, I want more. They want to make as much money as possible. So, to Aaron's point, get all of the demographics looking into this. And I know that there's going to be the person, you're going to have your freaking Candace Owen type. And when I say Candace Owen type, it's like the
far right
conservatives like use,
yes,
like a certain race, like, it's like, oh, look, we have like they have their token friend. Like, there's going to be the person who's like, oh, I absolutely hate Bad Bunny and I'm from Puerto Rico and I hate him. Like, it wasn't for you either. It wasn't for you. It was literally just for the people who do like him, and getting an inroad for for the NFL in those areas.
Latin countries. Yes, exactly.
It's as simple as that. And I just don't understand. I mean, I do. People just like to be pissed off.
Yes.
People just like to be pissed off. People hate their lives. That's why they watch football. Like, you think people like, I don't mean that like to denigrate anyone that likes watching football, but it's like, you know what I like? I like drinking my beer on Sunday, and I like watching the 49ers or whatever team,
and yelling
like,
at the TV.
You're trying to get away from like the sadness that is your life that didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to. And I know there's people who are happy with their life who also watch the NFL, but like, at the end of the day, I'm going to go back to my example of bread and circuses. Like, essentially what a lot of this stuff is for is like escape. It's escapism. It's for you to be able to escape. Like, and I love basketball. Like, there's a lot of escape, and it's not even, Netflix is escapism. Any TV show you watch is escapism. Movies, all of these things are forms of escapism. Like, just use it for what it is and enjoy it. Like, do you like watching people hit each other on Sunday? Just enjoy watching people do have horrible pass coverage, make great runs, make great catches, doing all this stupid, have horrible pass protection. Like, just enjoy that aspect. You don't have to add on top of it like this negativity of like, which all is, no matter what, you're always gonna come across a little racist when you hate it. Like, when you talk about it too. So, like, it's a lose-lose for you. Just enjoy the game. End of rant.
Or like the other thing too is like, and then don't watch the halftime show. Like, go to the bathroom, go do anything else that you want to do. Like, I just don't, I don't understand why it became such a divisive thing. Like, I get it. Like
You do, though. You
in
said it. Like,
people's in
it
people's
has to be.
in people's minds, they want to make it political, and like that's not what the NFL was trying to do at all. And it's just like, you don't like again, we've already said this 1,000 times. I don't watch the halftime performances most of the time anyway. That's when I go grab some food, go to the bathroom, go hang out. I'm most of the time, unless there's a team that I actually am interested in watching, I'm watching the commercials, which kind of sucked, by the way, this year. Not a lot of great commercials. I like the Benson Boone and what's his name? Ben Stiller. That one was great. That was a funny one. That was probably my favorite one of all of them because I like slapstick. Ben Stiller falling over is always funny to me. And guess what? I bet you some people hated that commercial.
Stupid.
This is so dumb. Oh my gosh, I don't like that guy. I hate Benson Boone and everything he represents. It's just like you can't make everybody happy. But just the fact that it was such a divisive thing that, like you said, Alex, they had to create a alternate halftime show so people could protest the Bad Bunny.
6 million people watched it. I was like,
Yeah.
well, that's congratulations. But I have a feeling that, like, usually the Super Bowl's in like the 50 to 100 million.
Yeah.
I guess you didn't do so hot on getting people to watch it. One of my wife's friends reached out, so what are you doing today? It's like weird. What do you expect we're doing? Like, I literally was like, I think you're asking this so you can have a Super Bowl conversation with her. My wife's like, oh, we're going over to some friend's house for the Super Bowl. She's like, are you watching the Bad Bunny halftime or are you watching the Kid Rock halftime? And my wife's like, I don't, whichever one's on the TV.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. Like, I'm not going out of my way. Yeah.
Right. And then after the halftime show happens, her friend texts her. She's like, I watched the Bad Bunny halftime show just to support it. It was like, okay, what do you want from my wife? You want a slap on the ass? Like, good job.
Do you think it's is the person that texted?
I don't think it's because she's
white?
Latina.
I was
She is
going to
white,
ask,
but I don't think it's because Katie's Latina.
that's what I was going to ask.
It's just one of those things. I actually had got to experience this at the Super Bowl 2 years in a row now, where I think some people want to share their opinion, but have to ask a question for it first before they can share it. So, like, what I mean by that is her friend from the start wanted to talk about the halftime show, but she started it by like, what are you doing today? Knowing full well most everyone's doing something Super Bowl related. And then Katie does Super Bowl. And she's like, great. Now I can ask you the question I actually wanted to ask you.
Right.
Which halftime show are you watching?
Yeah.
And the reason that I say I've experienced this multiple times at the last Super Bowls, one of my friends is really, really notorious for doing this. Hey, so you going to any jazz games this year? I have maybe. I have no plans to go any. Oh yeah, I just went a couple of days ago. Just like, hey, I got some advice for you. You can just lead with I went to a jazz game. You don't have to like pretend to make it about me when all you want to do is talk about yourself. So that's how my Super Bowl went. And then I had to deal with some parts of this like stupid Bad Bunny thing. You know, I'm just pissed off because I had to have a conversation. I'm mad I'm having this conversation about it because like at the end of the day, like I realize how unimportant this is to everyone's
Actual life.
Like,
yes.
you know who's going to be talking about this 100 years from now? No one. No one is going to be talking about it. Might be even less than 100 years. I was just using 100 years to like protect myself. Like, this is going to show up in history books. Like the time that everyone like the Janet Jackson one. I think that one will live on forever. Like, because that's like some FCC stuff. And like you had some regular, like they started to tape like delay. Like that actually had impact.
Yes.
But anyways.
I just it's what people get worked up. Like it could have been a country superstar and you would have had people bitching about the NFL. Then it would have been the other side. The NFL doesn't care about immigrants or whatever it is. Like, just people just love to find something to be. People love to be offended. People love to be offended.
Who wins in all of this? The NFL.
Yes.
The NFL wins. You all still watch the game. I'm sure there are some people who are like, oh, I'm going to boycott. Like, I'll put $100. You want to know how I know you're going to watch again? Because you were the same people who were boycotting during the Colin Kaepernick stuff, and guess whose ratings are through the roof?
I know.
The
I know.
NFL's.
Yeah. Yes. It's just, and why? Because like you said, people want their escapism, and that's, they got their team. They're going to support their team. They're going to watch it. I think the main thing is just like, one, we didn't get enough, BBLs, or what is it? The
Big black.
Latin, lots of Latin booties. That was great. I don't think,
Oh,
because anyone complaining about the Latin booty shaking that was happening? No straight person was. In all
that
honesty,
I think that had the highest approval rating at my
yeah,
party as well. Honestly, like, oh, like, because that was like at the very beginning, like after he like walks through the maze. I guess I
yeah.
was watching it after he walks through the maze. Like that happens. Everyone's like, oh,
Like,
men
okay,
and
well,
women, men
I
and women
guess
alike.
I
Like,
guess I do like I guess I do like Bad Bunny and what he's singing about. Maybe if I pay attention enough, I'll be able to understand what he's saying in Spanish, even though I don't even speak Spanish. Yeah, that, and then just like it just like it doesn't. I don't know. People stop. Life's already hard enough. Don't find reasons to be more offended or make it harder on yourselves, or like to find reasons to get depressed or get angry. Like life's already hard enough. Like put that energy into something that actually matters. This is coming from someone who I didn't give a shit about Bad Bunny. I didn't give a shit about his performance. I didn't care about it. I'm not a fan, but I wasn't offended that it happened. And does that make me a bad American because I wasn't offended they didn't have an American that was singing it? Like, no, it's just like, who cares? They had it, go do something else.
wait,
Doesn't
that
fucking
was the
matter.
thing. People were mad it wasn't an American.
I think, well, people were mad that he wasn't going to be speaking English. So
Okay. It was
that's,
it was funny. Like I was like, great. Now I'm gonna have to see this on social. And like the very first thing as I'm going to check Facebook ads for a client that like pops up in my Facebook thing is is like someone just be like, last time I checked, this is America.
yeah.
We speak English here. We're just like, oh my
Listen,
god.
pal. Yeah, and it's just,
Ugh.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty apolitical when it comes to all of this stuff anyways. I'm pretty just, you know what I am? I am common sense stuff. That's all I really am. But I'd be curious to know what other people think. Actually, maybe I don't give a shit what other people think. This is what I think. It doesn't matter. Get a life if you're wasting any energy into this at all.
My big thing has always been nobody cares about you. So do whatever you have to do to like take care of yourself. Bad Bunny
Exactly.
doesn't care about you. Donald Trump doesn't care about you. Roger Goodell doesn't care about you. Drake May doesn't care about you. Like I can just go on and on. The number of people that were on that. Now I know there's like, well, actually, I'm friends with Drake May, or like, oh, like I
Yeah.
have some sort of connection to him. Like for the majority of us, none of these people who are the important peoples in the things that we were watching yesterday care about you or your life. And so
Yes.
the thing that I ended with in my conversation with people yesterday is like, at the end of the day, there's going to be presidents I hate. There's going to be presidents I love. There's going to be presidents I'm indifferent to. There's going to be senators I hate. There's going to be like
Or
it's
just disagree with. Just disagree
yeah,
with.
or disagree with. It's
Yeah.
always going to be a part of like what I have to do is whatever way they create the game, I have to become adapted.
You got to adapt to it.
I have
Yeah.
to adapt to whatever that game is. So to get the best out of life for me, because at the end of the day, what like most people, I care about myself and I care about my family's well-being, and then friends. Like after that, like I want my friends to have a good time. This Bad Bunny thing's not going to help me at all in any way, shape, or form, whatever way it goes.
We're already
And
angry enough as like a country. Let's not find other things to get more angry about. It's like,
take that anger and put it towards something like of good use. I think that's the thing that makes me the most sad about this is this is all this is going to sound so what's that word? Arrogant, conceited, like condescending is actually the word. Condescending, like you guys fell for it. Like essentially like what this is supposed to do is it's not necessarily like the divisiveness. It's to get you from stop thinking about things that are actually going to improve your lives and make your life better because they need you to stay like that for forever. They
Yes.
need you to put all of your time and energy towards this thing, and then you just have this amount of energy left over to go and do the things to provide for yourself, provide for your family, etc. Because if you have that extra energy, you can start going doing stuff for yourself that is going to allow you to grow even more than what you can doing things for other people. Like at the end of the day, like there's a lesson that I would teach my students, and it's the John Rockefeller. I do not need workers. I do not need thinkers. I need workers. If you have a worker mentality where it's like, I'm just going to do my 40 hours and I'm going to bitch about everything, not think about anything, you're going to be stuck as a worker for your entire life, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like sometimes I say that quote and I think it comes across like, and you're a loser if you're not a thinker. No, like it's not that at all. Like it's more along the lines of the people with power are telling us what they need. And what they need is people who will do the things that they tell them to, which is in that 40 hours a week for them. And then they can faux think like, I have an opinion on Bad Bunny, which isn't going to impact your day-to-day work tomorrow.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Next episode, the Epstein files.
Don't get me like it was I literally I have no idea what's going on there. Like it's one of those things like I don't have time to go through all this and like to sift through. Like, don't worry, we'll sift through it for you. I'm like, yeah, I don't really trust you to sift through it for me. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna take the L on that one and be like, when are we gonna start prosecuting people? Well, there's nothing
Yeah.
we can prosecute. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, see you later.
Yeah. I think I was just more bummed out. There's a guy, he's like a kind of a fitness influencer guy, Peter Attia, something like that. He's like
Yeah.
really famous. So it was like on there. And I was like, oh man. I think that's
Come on,
like one of those
Peter.
things like these wholesome people. Another thing, your heroes, unless it's a Keanu Reeves, who was not on the Epstein files, you're probably going to be at some point disappointed in your heroes. So don't have heroes.
Like, because I think the only person that anyone mentioned to me was Bill Gates, and I was just like, so what's going to happen to him? They're like, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
cool. Like it's not to be like I'm okay with whatever things happen or didn't happen, but if there's going to be no consequences because there's not enough tying any of these people to it, for me, it's just like cool. Like, all right, is there no one using Microsoft anymore? No one's using Outlook anymore, which
Right.
I know that's not a fact. I'm still emailing clients who are using Outlook. So
Yeah, nothing really happened. And the
once again,
problem is,
this is the exact same thing I was just talking about, worker thinker stuff, where it's just like these people see like, oh, Bill Gates, like he's still a billionaire and he's still doing the things that he wants to do in life. And you are still doing the things that he's like, man, I'm sure glad I don't have to do that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm always curious to know what people's opinions are on things. But I think the lesson from this is just like focus on making yourself better. Don't focus on like tearing people down. Like do what's going to be good for you and your family. Go start a business. Go start a
Seriously
business.
though, like
Yeah,
not to, like I know like it's unsexy businessman is essentially for that, but like go do anything else. Like
I know.
there's never been more time availability in the history of humankind. Never,
Yes,
never, never in the history of humankind. We don't have to till the field anymore. We just have to
exactly.
go drive 5 minutes to get groceries. Like
Hmm.
there's so much time to do so many things.
Yes, yes.
And we say these things. No. Oh, awesome. Well, thanks everyone for jumping on this emergency pod. Go be happy. Like I feel like I had a lot of rage and anger in this, and it's like at everybody, regardless of like what their opinion is, because but like but I do want to come back to like it's because I know you're capable of so much more.
Right.
All of us are. All of us are capable of so much more than the experiences that I just went through in the last. It's been longer than 24 hours. In the last like 2 weeks, where I'm just like, what the fuck, man?
Why is this a big deal? Yeah, why
Why? Like,
like I,
just go do stuff for you. Like go like you got to fill your cup before you fill others people's cup. You got to take care of yourself before you can take care of the rest of the world. So go figure out your thing, get yourself into like a really great spot, and then go from there, man. All right. Well,
amen.
We'll still chat with you sometime later this week, but just go be good, everyone. Go have a good time and be happy.
Amen.
Thank you for listening to the Unsexy Businessmen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review. Now go get to work.